smorgasbord. Shady maple. Hey, Tony here at Random Adventures 2.0. Where are we at and what are we doing? Well, where we're at, we're on a busy road in the town of Sunbury. And what are we doing? Well, I've got an old metal bridge, a steel bridge, that we're gonna hammock under tonight. And we've got a storm coming, so that's gonna be our tarp. We're gonna be along a creek. We gotta watch out and be kind of careful because the creek can rise quickly. All right, well, let's get over there and get busy. So this is a very busy road. Nothing unusual about a guy walking up the road with a backpack. I've seen it before, I've never questioned it. So we're just not gonna even pay attention to it because they're probably not paying attention to me. All right, we got over my shoulder here. We have a Little League baseball team practicing in the baseball field. We're gonna get to this bridge. We're gonna duck down under it, just walk. Not even worry about it. Yeah, because everybody's getting off work, they're heading home. They don't care about me, right? Maybe that state police guy that just went across the bridge. All right, well, we'll come up and we'll explore this later on. But first, we gotta just walk down here like we're checking out the water. You never know. And then we're just gonna disappear. Out of sight, out of mind. So we got the sun going down. It's about 6 o'clock right now, and we're safely tucked under the bridge. Oh, it is kind of muddy under here. So let me find a nice dry spot. So there is water that runs down, obviously, when it starts raining. So we want to kind of avoid that area. I think I want to be over this way. Only work my way into the middle here. So there are these cross beams that run across here. We might be able to utilize those for our hammock. All right, but first let me get this backpack off and kind of take a look around. Just walking in here, I saw a lot of deer prints. Also, I think they were raccoon, but we'll take a look at that. Okay, we got our backpack off. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it a minute here to make sure nobody comes walking around the corner, but I saw no human footprints, but I did see deer tracks, and the only human prints are mine, so that's a good sign. So deer tracks, there's a ton of them all along here, especially in this mud. Yeah, there's hoof marks. And when I first stepped in here, I saw where was that? Raccoon tracks. I think it was back up this way. Yep, right here. So we got some nice raccoon tracks right there going across. And they're all heading to those woods right there. So we may have some visitors at night, which I don't mind. So, especially if they're animal. It's just the human ones I don't want to see tonight coming under this bridge. This is my spot for the night. So like I said, it is going to rain tonight, and I've got to watch out. There's a couple drains here, and you can hear the traffic, but this is a drain, and you can see it drains right down to the ground there. And then that's why there's so much mud here, because it just rained last night, and there's another one down here. And I think it's a hole that goes all the way up to like the sidewalk. I don't want to step right in that mud. There we go. Yeah, another one right here is this one. Let's look up there and see if we can see anything. Yeah, it looks like it goes all the way up to the sidewalk. We'll maybe investigate that in a little while when I don't have my backpack on. But first thing we got to do is check out where the best place to hang the hammock is. I think it's going to be down here. But yeah, the water runs, so there's more drains over there. So I see 8 of them just on this side getting down to the water. But we got the water runs in this channel right here, right down to the water. And the creek is high, but it's not too high. I don't think we'll have a problem, but I'm probably gonna figure something out because, like I said, it's gonna rain pretty hard throughout the night, and I don't wanna have the water come up on me because if you can see over there, there is a, well, let's walk over there, a high water mark measuring so they can measure the water. So it starts out right there at 9 feet, 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 18 feet. And then that looks like it's about level with the bridge. So if it gets to 18 feet, that means me and the bridge are underwater. So we want to make sure that we set up some kind of a way that we can monitor it throughout the night, because this creek comes up quick. This area is flooded fast in the past. All right, let's get that hammock. Got it figured out. I just stepped it off. It's about 6 paces, which is perfect for me. I'm gonna use this. These are cross steel beams, like angle iron, that run the whole way across the bridge. And then there's a support that drops down right here. What I'm gonna do is put my strap around that and then go under this I-beam and over to that one over there. Something like that. We'll see how that works. Okay, let me give this a sit. So the one thing about hanging the hammock on a steel bridge, you don't have to worry about what size trees you got, if they're gonna bend in or not. This thing ain't moving. Oh, that's good. So I got the I-beam right above me. This is perfect. You know, just looking at this situation, I could get, oh my goodness, probably 8 people in hammocks underneath this bridge. It gives me an idea, maybe for something in the future. All right, well, that's good. So now I want to get a table set up, and I got to get this hammock up, or not hammock, but my backpack. So I made something so I could hang it. Because if it rains, I don't want the water to be running under the bridge from those drains and get my backpack all wet. So I want to get that up off the ground as well. So it's just a carabiner, and it's got a loop at one end and then the carabiner. So you got the loop at this end, and then I've got a carabiner at this end. My idea is to take this, what is that, about 4-foot piece, and go over an I-beam or one of those beams on the end. Probably go that end because it looks drier over there. So then put the carabiner over, go through the loop on my backpack, and then this has an adjustment right there. So it's just, so I can slide it and it locks into place wherever I want it. But for now, let me get the backpack off the ground. So I just want to go through the loop on the back here and then connect it. Then I can adjust the height to where I want it. With this little slide toggle. I don't know what this knot's called. I just make them. All right. Yeah, it should be good. I just need it off the ground a little bit just so it's not sitting in the potential mud. This spot's pretty good and dry. It only looks like the trail goes that way. Yeah. Well, I was gonna set the table up, but I've got an idea. Let me show you what it is. Back over where we came in, if I'm gonna do any cooking, I can do the cooking over here. Now I am scrunched down walking. This end is lower, but look at this. We got a whole sitting area right here. Oh, this is nice. So this is a perfect little seat. Oh man, if I had a sleeping pad, I could actually put it right here and sleep here overnight without even hanging a hammock. But it's concrete, like sleeping on the ground. And I'm a tree dweller. Well, tonight I'm a bridge dweller. All right, while the sun's going down, and we're all set up under here. Let's take a walk upstairs. So they're still playing baseball over there. I don't know how long that'll go, but with that sun going down, it shouldn't be too much longer. But we do have an ice cream place right across the street, and then a car sales lot on that side. It's a smaller one, but this is the town of Sunbury. It was laid out in 1772 as the county seat of Northumberland, on the site of Indian Shamokin by Surveyor General Lukens and Williams McClay. All right, so, and then here you have the bridge that we're under. So without the backpack or anything, we can take our time just like we're walking and checking things out. So how old is this bridge? Well, it says 1832, Pennsylvania Department of Highways. I don't know if that's when the bridge was put in. I don't know. We got the old steel structure. I'm not even sure what kind of bridge this is called. Maybe you know, and you can tell me in the comments. Is it a truss bridge, an old steel truss bridge? But we got the water right there. Now it is gonna rain later tonight, so it will be dark. So one more thing we gotta do before we get settled in and start cooking. Oh, and what are we having for dinner? Well, I'll tell you in a little bit. But this creek flows from up north. So we got, north is actually that way. So our sun's gonna come up over there, and it's setting over there right now. But there's more rain coming north. So even though we may not get more than a half an inch or an inch down here, we gotta be very concerned with an already high creek, because the water can rise very fast. I'll be checking it throughout the night to see if we see any debris once it starts raining, because that'll be an early indication that we might want to get out of here. Hopefully we don't, and we can stay all night. There is a railroad track over on that side. It's still used, very limited, but it is still used, and it goes across the creek down that way. But there is a car dealership right over here as well. Now that's a big dealership right there, and they're going to be open quite late, at least the sales department. It's a Dodge Jeep Ram Chevrolet dealer. And then we got an empty lot right over there. So we don't have to worry about too much from that way. And because we're tucked under the bridge quite a bit, those houses that are up there on the hill's not going to bother us. They won't be able to see anything under there. All right, we got the ice cream place closing at 7 o'clock, so they're going to wind down here within the next 5 minutes. All right, let's get back over this way and make our way back under the bridge. While I was making my way back, I was looking for those drain pipes that go underneath. You can see the grate right there, and they are all down along the side of the road on both sides. So they take all the water from off the road down under the bridge. All right, yep, they're still playing baseball, practicing. All right, I set up our early warning system. It's rudimentary, but it should work. So we've got 2 sticks here down by the water's edge. You can see the water right there, and then you come up about, oh, what is that, about 4 feet? And then we've got our first stick. That's gonna be a warning. And then this second stick right here, just stuck in the mud, that is gonna be our second warning, or hey, we better break down camp fast and get out of here, especially if it rises. Between those 2 sticks, we're out of here, because we're only set up right over there. So that's only another 5 or, well, maybe 10 feet. So, oh well. But if it comes up, it does come up quick. So we'll be checking that throughout the night. Maybe we don't get any water. Maybe it doesn't come up at all. We'll see in the morning, right? stick around, check it out at the morning. We're gonna see how far it is. Now, right over there, there is a stick right at the edge. So we'll be able to know if it's moving at all pretty quickly. Once it starts raining, so then we'll know. And I believe the heaviest part is gonna happen in the middle of the night, like 1, 2 o'clock a.m. So, well, let's get our kitchen set up and I'm gonna show you what we're having for dinner. We gotta get busy. Oh, I should have wore a hard hat. I was bringing my stuff over here, wasn't paying attention. The ceiling, the bottom of the bridge is a lot higher, but these cross members that I hung my hammock on, I cracked my forehead. Well, first I hit the top of my head on that one over there, and then I hit my forehead on this one right before I sat down on here. But what are we having for dinner? Well, if you watch the highway camp, I had gotten these for the first time. It was just the other week, a couple weeks ago. I don't know if I got a thumbnail still. That one. It had been raining, the snow melted, and I used a chainsaw because I wanted to do a fire and cook these sausages, white cheddar and bacon sausages. Oh my gosh, were they good. And I had mozzarella cheese that I used for the bun. I got something different today, but I ended up having to boil them in my small coffee pot because I didn't have a pan. But I brought the pan this time and I'm gonna reattempt to make these. I'm gonna do it like that. Hopefully I can get them charred enough the way I like them in that pan. If not, we'll see what happens. So I brought along the fire maple stove. We're not gonna use this pot. Everything we need's inside of it, so I'm gonna get that set up and get cooking. It's definitely getting dark. We need a little light on this. So I've got this magnetic light. We'll just put it right there. All right, let's get this started. So I've got our sausages in there. Boy, don't they look good. So that is white cheddar cheese and bacon. The white cheddar and bacon is all inside of it. This is gonna work a lot better. So last time that we made these, I used mozzarella cheese. They didn't have any, but that's okay because I've got a different kind of cheese. I've had sausages with this kind of cheese before, and this is baby Swiss cheese. So you can see it, I get it cut long and I get it cut a double thickness because that is my bun. Since I'm carnivore, I don't eat bread. So I'm gonna get a piece of cheese because these are getting done. Well, kinda, but we just gotta heat them up. But I like them charred. So we're gonna figure something else out. Or we just go full on flamethrower and get that thing crispy on the outside. Woo-hoo! I like it burnt. There you have it, nice and charred. Yum. Let's get it in a slice of cheese. Oh, we got some Canadian geese going over. All right, there's our bun. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? First bite. That is delicious. Look at that. All that white cheddar in there and the bacon flavor. This brand has 0 sugar, which most of the time sausages aren't like that. Well, I've got this one to finish and I've got 3 more. Cheers I will talk to you once I get everything cleaned up, and I'll let you know how many I eat. I think I'm eating all of them. Very good. Whew. All right, guys, last bite of the fourth one. So I ate all of them. Well, all but this last bite. I do want to say that the Swiss cheese, it doesn't have, this isn't Swiss cheese with holes in it. So I don't know what kind it is. It's just Swiss cheese, she said. But I held that perfectly. It molded right around it, didn't fall apart. Keep it down up there. We're going to be hearing cars all night. But this was perfect. Gonna get to clean it up, but I wanted to show you a last bite. If you saw last week's video, I went to the world's largest smorgasbord. Shady maple. Maybe they were on bikes or something, but that was noisy. I got worried someone was coming around here. But went to Shady Maple Smorgasbord, and I ate 3 plates. It was steak night. Yeah, that was good. And then slept in their parking lot. That video was last week. The camera moves every time I do that. All right. Well, that video. All righty. Well, I will talk to you once I get all this cleaned up. See ya. Last bite. This is under the bridge with 0 lights on. So let me get a light here. So we got the bridge. It's about 5 to 10 mile an hour winds, but we are, believe it or not, really protected by the bridge right now being under it. And once that rain starts, we're going to be really protected. But there's the hammock. That's what I was sitting in for quite a while. And then we got our backpack hanging over here still, up off the ground. So we will be very good once it starts raining. So no need to check on the sticks because it's not raining yet. And when it does, I'll bring it back. Another car. So this is what I hit my head on earlier. Well, no, that's an I-beam. No, it was one of the cross beams. They're a little lower than these, but I cracked it right on my forehead. Ouch. I did it about 3 times now. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, come on, rain. It's about 11:15. I am getting really tired. Those 4 white cheddar, another car, white cheddar bacon sausages got me tired. Yeah, nothing like a full belly swinging in a hammock. All right, well, I am going to go ahead and say lights out and try to get a little bit of sleep before that rain gets here. Maybe I'll miss it. I don't know. Pretty tired. Once I get fallen asleep, I'm out. All right. See you in the morning. Well, unless I get up for the rain. Good night. Lights out. See you in the morning. Just checking in under the bridge. So it's 1:50 right now. I keep waking up, not because of the traffic, is because I want to catch this rainstorm. It's been lightly raining. It's not even getting the ground wet hardly. You can see, I'll put the little map here. It's right around us right now. Most of the storm has gone more north. I'm hoping this back leg catches us on the way out, but it doesn't look like we're going to get the storm that I thought we were going to get. So we shouldn't have to worry about the water rising, but we're still dry under the bridge, which is awesome. All right, well, I am going back to bed. Check with the, if not later, I'll see you in the morning. All right, good night. I do have my top quilt because it is chilly. Well, good morning. I don't know if it's the amount of traffic that's going over and making the bridge vibrate. It's making me swing, and I can hear or feel just about every car that goes over. That was a rough night's sleep, but a comfortable sleep. And it never really rained very hard. We had some light rain overnight, but it wasn't the big storm that I thought it was going to be. That ended up being about 10 miles north was the leading edge of it. A little disappointing for me too, right? All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get up. It is almost 8 o'clock. Traffic. I was hoping we'd see a deer or a raccoon overnight. We didn't get nothing come to visit us. Oh well, it was still a fun night. I think it's time for coffee. Yeah, looking at the sticks over there, the water didn't come up at all, so maybe it takes a little while for the water up north to get down here. But this creek does flow down to the Susquehanna River. It's not too far away from here, but I'm going to go ahead and break this hammock down, get it in the backpack, and then I'll make a cup of coffee. I'm going to do that over on my little table. I have my Osmo Pocket 3 in one of those drain pipes. I was sending it up to see if I could see out of it like a little telescope, but it didn't work. That was worth a try, right? Yeah. Yeah, you can see. I'm looking at it on my phone, and then set you up there before I make a cup of coffee. That was fun. That'd have been really cool if I could have got it all the way up to that grate at the top, because then we could have looked at the cars coming by, because it's on the side of right where they drive. That would have been cool. All right, time for coffee. Enough playing. This is my little backpacking stove. This is the coffee we're gonna have today. I've had this for a while. I don't know where I got it. It's Demuth Coffee Company. It's a Trailside Traveler. You can see it's all wrinkled. I was grabbing stuff. I have other coffee down there, but I've wanted to try this one for quite some time. So this is the Desert Fox. I used to have a BRS burner, but this is the Desert Fox one on Amazon. They're cheap. They're only like, oh goodness, $12 or $14. Yeah, they work good too. Yeah, those sausages were good. If you ever get a chance to try them, I got them at Walmart. Same place I got those other ones that I've had in the past, but they are good if you get a chance to try them. And if you want, try it with the, if you can find that Swiss cheese. The Swiss cheese had 0 holes in it, so it was like one piece of Swiss, and it's elongated. All right, come on, boil. Not yet. Okay, that's hot enough. Don't want to end up burning my tongue. Yeah, Duluth Coffee Company. Duluth, that's the same place that makes underwear and long johns. Hopefully it doesn't taste like that. Hopefully it's better than that. Okay, it smells good. Well, our coffee is all done. We're gonna walk out from under the bridge and drink our coffee, take a look at the traffic. Man, a lot of cars go over this road. All right. Salute, cheers. Duluth Coffee Company. Let's see how it is. Well, that's not a great cup of coffee. It's not the best I've ever had. That really must have to grow on you. Stick to making Long Johns. Oh boy. All right. Well, it is 8:30 and I'm ready to get out of here. After I drink my coffee, backpack's all loaded up. We're ready to go. They are calling for rain this afternoon, figures, but that's not until 1 p.m. But yeah, you can see on the map right here, the rain was all around us, but at one point there was that yellow spot, and I thought, man, this is a guarantee. But if you look at the time lapse overnight, you'll see that raindrops were hitting it at different times, but it was such a long time lapse, it didn't really show the amount of rain that we did get, but it was still good, still fun. I still loved it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Remember, it's just a one adventure at a time, and if you can't get out and have your own adventure, I really do appreciate you coming along with me on these random adventures, and I hope you stick around. And if this is your first time watching, I hope you enjoyed it. We got a nice creek down there. Sometime when this, not that I hope it does, but sometime if this floods, I'll do a little video. I'll come down here and show you it on the marker, because it does happen a lot, but it's a little bit more into spring when that happens. All right, well, salute. One more sip of this coffee. See how it is. See if it got any better with age. Nope. All right. Well, I will see you on the next random adventure. Tony 2.0 out. After I get all my stuff and finish this okay cup of coffee. All right. I'll see you on the next random adventure. Oh, this really isn't that good at all. I might have to ditch it.